Sorry about that. I think I noticed my mic was mute at a particular point in the video. So I'll be explaining from where I stopped. Okay, like I said, in using the join function, you have to specifically state the left suffix and the right suffix. You have to specifically state the join function automatically splits the data regardless of the fact that yes, a particular column or two columns are common, both the left and the right. Then it has to be stated. It has to be stated. Do you get me? So what you'll be having here is the suffix. A suffix is a part of a word that is being added to the end of another word to create a new word. As you can see, everything you added here, the left, the right, was seen here. Now it appears in columns that are similar. It appears in columns that are similar. Here you have department ID left, here you have department ID right, although department ID appears in both data. As you can see, when we did this, it was supposed to return two values, two rows, because those are the two rows that have common columns everywhere. As you can see, Fortune, Samuel, they have common. Those are the two values as well, but it returned 4, so it was glitching. So I came up with an idea of setting an index, setting the column in name as index, so it can return only these two. As you can see, this is like a vague representation. Now this is being more specific, setting a particular column that is common to both, as the index returns the second column that is common to both data frames. Returns, as you can see, you have department ID. As you can see, you have department ID left, department ID right. So it leaves us with only one column that is common to both data frames. In some other pair of data frames, you have only one column that is common. But here, I decided to use two columns to show you how to do it. When you have two columns that are common using the join, you have to use one as set one as index, then it has no other choice than to use the other as the left and the right suffixes. As you can see here, it used names left, names right, so making it vague. Now here is being more specific. Same thing I used for the cross join. This is the I used outer join rather. This is an outer join. As you can see, the same thing. Outer join. What does outer join do? Just adds both the common and the uncommon. As you can see, the ID left, so this is being set as the index and then returns every other value, being more specific. As you can see, I did for the right join, I did for the left join, same thing, so same result. Left join returns the left first and every other thing that is common on the right. You can see department ID right, department ID left is being filled up, but on the right there's no department ID right. Only Fortune and Samuel have department ID right, so Paul and Matthew do not have department IDs on the right hand side, and because they do not have department names on the right hand side as well, so there's no department ID on the right data frame. Now Fortune and Samuel have both department ID on the left and right because they have similarities, department names on the right hand side. So I now introduced another syntax, which is the concatenation. Like this does, what this does is just to add a data frame on top of another data frame. Adds this data frame 1 and data frame 2. Now this bracket signifies that, as you can see, you throw an error there. I intentionally made that error in the previous video so as to tell you that anytime you're working with data frame and you're listing more than one variables, you have to set it into a list by using this block bracket. As you can see here, concatenate, this adds the first on top of the second, nothing special. Department names, setting everything, because there's no department name on the first data frame, so setting everything to null, and there's no employee ID on the second data frame, setting everything to null values. Concatenating this, then I mentioned the axis. You can change the form at which it looks. The setting axis to 1 gives it a horizontal form, setting axis to 0 gives it a vertical form. By default, it returns the vertical form of it. That's just what I explained on the remaining part of the video you could not hear. So this is just it. Stay tuned, stay blessed. Always remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell to always receive update from me. You have to learn all these things. You have to learn all these things to become a pro, because those that are the pro class, the professionals, the real professionals, and the masters on this, they spent more time on these basics so that they could learn how to use it efficiently when doing the tertiary part of it, the more complex codes. So this is just what I want to tell us. I just noticed that the previous video had no sound on the particular part of the video, so I just continued from there. So stay blessed, stay thanked. Anticipate my next video soon. Thank you and God bless you.